KIDS, that's KIDS, to 83253, or for you smartphone users, that's 5437 to the number 83253. You'll receive information on how you can donate.
Also, go to our website, go to alice105.com. We have many videos up there. We have the stories of some of the children and the families that you're hearing here on the air. You'll see the video there that has been posted for several weeks now. It tells the complete story, plus it gives you a little bit of a tour of the hospital. It shows you what actually goes on here on a daily basis at the hospital. It's very informative, and I think it's something you're going to like. So go check it out right now. Go to alice1059.com and see the CMN, that's Children's Miracle Network, CMN videos that are online for you. Here in front of us is Heather. Heather, good morning.
Good morning.
I know that you have a child that's named Samantha, correct?
Samantha, she's right over there in the pink tutu.
Okay, and Samantha, how old is Samantha?
Samantha's 2.5 years old.
All right, she's 2.5 years old. Now, about 6 months after she was born, she started having seizures, and then you guys knew something was wrong, obviously. So that's when Children's Hospital came into your life.
It really did. We were kind of starting to think that something was going on right about 4 months old. At about 6, we were driving down from the mountains, and she looked gray and was crying out and just did not look healthy. And we live up in Loveland, so to make a trip down to Children's is really a decision for us. And we were driving down, and I was like, she doesn't look good. I don't want to take her to the local hospital. I want to take her to people who really know kids. And so we took her down here, and we're admitted for 10 days and have been... Children's has been part of our family ever since then.
So it started in with one diagnosis. You got one doctor that comes in, then a couple of doctors then get on board, and before long you realize that you've got like a team of 10 or 12 doctors working on your daughter.
We have 12 specialists that work with Samantha. 12. Samantha has a really rare condition. She has a mitochondrial disease. And what that means is that her cells, the cells in her organs, don't produce enough energy that they need to really thrive. And so as a result, it affects multiple systems. So Samantha has seizures, she's on a feeding tube, she has digestive problems, she has overall developmental delays, and she's also very, very susceptible to disease. And so we have to have different people on our team really watching out for Samantha.
Didn't it take like a year and a half for you to get the right diagnosis from the, not that the specialists are bad, I mean, they're wonderful. It's just this condition is so rare that you went after, test after test after test to make sure you get it right so you know what to, prescribe for your little daughter. So
Samantha has had 50 different tests, including DNA tests, blood tests, muscle biopsies. Mitochondrial diseases they didn't figure out what they were for kids until about 1980. And so it's very new and very underdiagnosed because it is so hard to diagnose. It really took a team of, I call them the big brains. You know, they're here, they're in clinic, but when they're done, they're also going over to University of Colorado and they're doing research there and they're talking to their colleagues and they're talking about Samantha and what's the best way to diagnose her and what's the best way to treat her.
Now that you have a diagnosis and you got the specialists working on that and what the right treatments are for her, what's the future look like? I mean,
we don't think about the future. Mitochondrial diseases, like I said, they're new, and whenever we go there, they say that they are progressive. But for Samantha, the best thing that we can do is control her seizures and give her as much exercise as possible and make sure that she's as healthy as she can be. Because when she's not, infections, they kick the snot out of her. When she's sick, she gets really sick really quickly.
Well, she's sitting right here next to us. I mean, I can see her from where we're sitting here, and she's a beautiful girl, and she looks very happy. I mean, she's playing right now. And
she's very happy. She's in her nanny's arms, and that's kind of she's very happy there. And such a sweet little girl. You look at all of these things that we're going through, and at times it's overwhelming, but coming here, you really want, when you get to a place like this, you want doctors to look at, this isn't a patient, this is our child, and we couldn't ask any more than for them to love her and to care for her. And every time we get in and we're up on the 8th floor, the nurses are like, "Hey, Samantha, we're sorry you're back again, but we're happy to see you." And So we have a great team of people who are truly dedicated to Samantha's health.
Well, we have a great team of people also that listen to our radio station and call every year and become miracle makers. We have a phone number right there in front of you, Heather. Can you tell the people that are listening to our show how important it is to keep children's hospitals doors open, keep it open for the children that are coming in here today, the kids that will be here tomorrow and next week?
You know, it is so important. I was looking at I'm a Google expert now because of Samantha's illness, and I was looking at childhood leukemia rates and how the survival rates have increased so much. And, you know, in 1962, it was a 4% survival rate. And right now, it's a 94% survival rate. And the way we got that was from research, from scientists getting in there and looking at how they can cure this. And mitochondrial diseases are new, and we need people behind that. We need to put the money into research, and we need the big brains out there looking into what we can do for kids like Samantha. Because if nothing else, as a parent, it gives us hope. It lets us know that no matter how grim things are, that there are people here who are looking out for us and who want the best for Samantha.
I just want to touch on what Heather was talking about as far as research, because a lot of the money goes to research. And just think about some of the diseases that don't even exist anymore, and people would be, you know, just amazed that as many diseases that have been taken care of or been treated, or there have been, preventative measures that have been developed over the years in order that kids or adults or anyone no longer has to deal with that ailment. And the doctors here they're research doctors. They go in, there's a chance that a disease that we're talking about today in 20 years will no longer be an issue. And this is where some of the money is going to.
We're going to do this one for Sam. We need Samantha. We need you to call and become a miracle maker for Samantha. I'm sure she has more tests, more treatments to go through. Heather, if you would, give out the number for us.
So do it for Samantha. It's, that got me a little emotional there. 1-800-458-5437. 1-800-458-KIDS.
There you heard it, straight from Mom. Do it for little Samantha. Took a year and a half to find out what exactly was wrong with Samantha. Now it's all about the treatments. As for the future, well, you heard what Mom said. They don't think about the future. They take it one day at a time. We're asking to take it one call at a time. Become a miracle maker. We're doing it for Sam. You can make a difference. Sam's sitting right here next to us. She can hear the phones ring. She's playing. She's laughing. She's smiling. Put a bigger smile on her face. Become a miracle maker. Call this number, 1-800-458-KIDS.
Bless her little heart. I tell you, if you have kids, even if you don't have kids, you got nieces, you have nephews, certainly you know a kid in your life that you can put into perspective. Whenever you see a mother, talking about her child and the day-to-day struggles and the fact that you don't even want to think about the future. You just want to think about today. And that's what we're talking about. Let's think about today. Let's think about the difference we can make. Samantha's sitting over there. We're going to do 5 right now. 5 miracle makers at 1-800-458-KIDS.
Well, Samantha's mother, Heather, wants to be the first to kick it off. So if her mother can be the first to kick it off, somebody else come and support her.
Easy enough. 1-800-458-KIDS. Support Heather. Support Samantha. Make the phone call right now. Become a miracle maker. She's counting on it.
We need 4 more. Let's do 5 right now. We got 1 person. So let's just do 4 more. A nice little burst right now. Samantha's here. Her mom is here. Let's let them know that we care. We got a little bit of a lull period right now. We got a huge mountain to climb. This is the first day. This is the 3rd hour.